Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you've never been here before. Yeah, today I'm going to be talking about what's going on inside of my eyeballs. That's right, I know you've been dying to know. In a previous video, I mentioned that I was planning on having surgery, and that will be explained. Last May, it was a week before my finals week. That's right, it was my finals in college, and I thought that a piece of hair was in front of my face at first. And this happened all of a sudden. I was like, oh, like I see something, you know, kind of, because that's my bad eye. So I thought it was kind of weird that I could see it anyway. So I was like pushing it back, and I kept doing it, and I was like, now it's feeling irritated. So then I thought I might have got an eyelash in my eyeball, and I was like, oh crap. So I freaked out because after a while it was just watering and it was so irritated, and I can't really tell if I'm in a lot of pain. My pain tolerance is super weird. I was like, oh my god, like what is this? And I totally thought that it was the tube shunt in my eye, and I was like, why can I see this? And sometimes it appears yellow, sometimes it appears black, and sometimes it appears whiter, and it kind of causes my whole eye to like have this weird it's really hard to explain. As soon as I started experiencing more of it and being able to see it more, I was like, this is the tube shunt loose inside of my eyeball. And everyone was like, no, like don't jump to that conclusion. You're fine, it's fine. And I was like, this is something my body would do. Like, y'all don't know my body like me. It likes to mess with me. I called my hometown doctor and I'm like, hey, I just want you to look inside and see what's going on. And he did, and he was like, I don't want to say that's what it is, but I think that's what it is. He sent me to a new glaucoma specialist, and I hadn't seen one since I had the last surgery that I did and just stopped going. I've been checking my pressure with him, my hometown doctor, and as long as my pressure was good, I was like, I just don't want to even do anything to my eyes. So I went to this new glaucoma doctor, and he was like, yeah, that's pretty rare. That never happens, hardly. So he agreed that that's what was going on. I was afraid I needed like emergency surgery, and he was like, no, like you can do this anytime you want. I'm not rushing it. So that was awesome to hear, because I was like, of course, my very last week of school ever, I would have to have like an emergency eye surgery. But that didn't happen, although it has still been randomly popping up and moving. Occasionally it goes back into place, occasionally it comes out, it says hey. It's really weird, and it's so funny to me that I can see inside of my eyeball better than I can see outside of my eyeball. Hilarious. I had this whole plan to document, you know, what happened pre-surgery, surgery, and post-op. But I got a call yesterday from the glaucoma doctor, and he said that he finally got records from the crappy hospital. Hey, they are known to just not release medical records, and they're the ones that did all of my surgeries. So he finally got the records, and as usual, he said, my eyes are just weird. They're different. He was explaining that the reason it is probably moving is because the lining in my eye is very thin. And what he compared it to, he said it's like trying to hold something with tissue paper. Now, he doesn't really want to do it just because he says he doesn't think it will fix the issue. He was like, the only way to know is to get in there and see, but he was like, it's your call. And you know, I was like, well, at least we got some good news out of it. But it is so frustrating to hear that constantly. You're just different. We don't know if we can fix that. And it's been told to me my whole life, which is why it is so irritating and frustrating. And I feel stupid telling people that. Like, my body's just different, because people are just like, oh my God, how different can it be? Very different, because why am I constantly told that? It's just so frustrating to know that I'm like an alien. And that's why I had so many problems as a kid, because I'm like, everyone's constantly just like, you're just different. You're just rare. Like, this is a rare disease for you. This is a rare case. I'm like, stop. How about somebody tell me I'm normal for once? And that's why people are always like, oh, no one's the same. Everyone's different. What is normal? I'm like, normal is going to a doctor and then being able to fix your problem. I get so frustrated about that sometimes, and I don't want to, but yeah, it's just caused me to not really want to go to doctors, because I'm just like, of course, yeah, of course. Never been told that before. And I don't blame the doctor. I love this new doctor because he's honest with me. I respect the honesty 100%. And I think that's why I got so frustrated towards the past doctor, because the doctors and nurses, anytime I would tell them something didn't work on my eyes, like a machine or something, they would just be like, okay. Like I'm some stupid kid that had never gone through it before. And then being told that by the doctor, they're just like, well, you're just a rare case. It's like, so how about we tell everyone else that in your office, please? I just have no words. So being told over and over again that nothing can be done, that I'm just a rare case, and then being belittled by nurses and other people that are just like, whatever. It's just, it's been my whole life in the medical field. And that's why I try to escape that part of my life as much as I can, which is why I try to do videos other than just talking about my medical experiences, because it's so frustrating and difficult to talk about. Within the last few weeks, I've seen the glaucoma doctor, and he wanted me to see a retina specialist and a cornea specialist, just to make sure they didn't want to do anything to my eyes if I did this surgery, because we were totally planning on it. And then he called yesterday and was like, ugh. And I'm like, all right, well, we're used to it. I seen the cornea specialist because the glaucoma doctor thought he might be able to do a little something. And the cornea specialist, of course, was just like, I don't want to touch your eyes, because I feel like it would just be a bad idea, seeing your past surgeries and seeing your records of how everything's gone, which I've been told that before by a cornea specialist, and I'm just like, yeah, okay. And I had a full-blown anxiety attack in their office, because they also did not believe that my eyeballs break the machines and don't work and are difficult. It's not me, it's my eyes, I promise. It's just really frustrating getting the same reactions and answers from doctors with literally every body part I have. And it's made me feel like such an alien. When I was a kid, I'm like, they are not telling me something. I was literally convinced. I'm like, they are not telling me something about myself. Like, I have to be an alien, and they're just not letting me in on this. Sometimes, to this day, I'm like, what are you, girl? What are you? Let me know. If you know deep down, let me know. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys for letting me update you on what's going on in my eyes. And I just want to say thanks for watching my other nonsense videos that I post that have nothing to do with my medical issues, even though I know that's what you like to hear about. I know, it's interesting. I just am over it some days, and today I was like, yeah, let's just talk about it. Let's just sit down and get all of this out, talk about it, and then get over it. like we always do. I want to say thank you to my friend Patrick, who I met on YouTube through another YouTube friend who I know in real life. I have met so many cool people on YouTube, and that in itself is really cool. I love that. Never really thought that would happen, but it did. And I want to say thanks to Patrick, who edited and did all of the fun work on the last video that was uploaded on my channel, the witchy video. So thank you, Patrick. Also, I'm so sorry that I cursed you through that whole video with my technology curse. We're working on breaking it. Go ahead and like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you know when I post a new video. I want you guys to stay wonderful, stay wild, stay unique, stay problematic, and stay weird.